This is Tom Fox, and I'm going to take a solo turn for this episode of the Kerrville Weekly News. Of course, the biggest news this week was the rain. And when on earth do you not get to talk about the rain in Kerrville? But it was anywhere from as low as 4 inches all the way up to 6 inches. It went a long way towards helping the drought. And thanks to the torrential rains, as described by Louis Amstoy over at the Kerrville Lead, the Upper Guadalupe River Authority has postponed Saturday's planned river cleanup until September 7th. The UGRA General Manager, Tara Bushnell, recommended that people stay away from the rivers and creeks for safety because of the swift-moving water, zero visibility, and high bacteria levels. She said soil is saturated, and of course the number one priority for the UGRA is the safety of the volunteers. Several people have picked up supplies and t-shirts already. If that's the case, if you can make it on September 7th, hang on to everything. If you can't, then please return all of the materials. Next up, KPUB has announced its intentions to prepare for a power plant. With the blessing of its board of directors and the Kerrville City Council, the Kerrville Public Utility Board staff is preparing for public meetings in August to discuss the utilities plan to construct a new power plant. In an email to ratepayers, the utility said it would host a public meeting on August 1 and August 8th. Both meetings will be held at the KPUB's boardroom. KPUB is applying for funding from the Texas Energy Fund, which offers low-interest loans for constructing and upgrading dispatchable electric generating facilities within the ERCOT region. The proposed project will use highly efficient natural gas-fired generation plant capable of operating at full capacity during extreme weather conditions. KPUB staff argues the new plant will stabilize utilities rates, and so we're going to have some discussion around those. Kerrville County residents who may have experienced damages or losses to their primary residence, business, or agricultural property due to rainstorms are urged to report their damages. The City of Ingram submitted a disaster declaration to the Texas governor after the storm flooding in the western part of Kerr County. Kerr County Emergency Management Director William Thomas said that similar to after Winter Storm Uri, the county is requesting that anyone who suffered damages to their primary residence outline or report that, use the online tool, and move forward to help out. You can get repairs. You're still requested to report your damages and put the receipts in for reimbursement. The Kerrville Convention and Visitors Bureau President and CEO Julie Davis gave a presentation last week on the rise of Kerrville as a destination point. During a lunchtime presentation, she said that there was a 4.7% increase in overnight visits and a 4.5% increase in potential spending. She reported that when stacked against Fredericksburg, Kerrville was growing against a flattening trend. Visitors' potentially spending power was 80.70 million, but there's several growth trends, and number one is really no surprise, the many attractions in Kerrville. Of course, the Empty Cross, the Museum of Western Art, the River Trail, but the number one destination is Gibson's. Yes, Gibson's Discount Center. About 80% of Kerrville's visitors come from Texas, and Austin's the number one place. Louisiana and Oklahoma make up the largest group of out-of-state visitors. However, there are weaknesses, which is basically around the lack of affordable housing for hospitality workers. Hospitality ranks number 2 in Kerr County development, and other issues include greater sports access to the Guadalupe River and Nimitz Lake. Our final story is the number of uninsured in Kerr County falls to the lowest level, but it's still unfortunately higher than the state level. It fell about 15% between 2021 and 2022. It's the lowest in a decade, perhaps showing a statewide trend for those to sign up, but 19% of the county's residents are still uninsured, which is unfortunately above the statewide average. The 2022 data showed that Over 7,000 Kerrville residents did not have insurance, with a peak from 2019 of 8,600. Texas continues to have the lowest uninsured rate in the nation at 18 point, or rather the highest, thank you Greg Abbott, uninsured rate in the nation at 18.8. Massachusetts has the lowest. So hopefully Texas will eventually get with the program and cut down on its uninsured in our great state. That's it for Kerrville Weekly News for the week ending July 27, 2024. I hope you will check out some of the other offerings on the Texas Hill Country Podcast Network. We produce the Kerrville Weekly News. We won multiple awards in May for several of our podcasts. So check out